What's up, universe? Elliot from Starforge Systems here. Next to me is one of our Horizon Creator Edition PCs, and I want to talk to you about what's in the PC, why it's in there, and what you can expect for performance. Let's get right into it. The Creator Edition is meant for anyone who wants to slide their experience all the way to the max and has the components to boot, centered around NVIDIA's RTX 3090 and Intel's Core i9-12900K. The RTX 3090's incredible 24GB of GDDR6 VRAM is great for both gaming as well as video editing software like DaVinci Resolve. Paired with a flagship processor in the 12900K, gaming has never been easier and multi-core workloads are just as smooth. The Lian 011 Dynamic offers some really fantastic visuals for this PC to be a display piece, and its suite of RGB fans and custom plate make for a one-of-a-kind light show. Fleshing out the rest of the components, we put in an MSI Mag Z690 Tomahawk motherboard for its solid I/O, fantastic build quality, power management, and substantial expandability. Your processor isn't going to hate the support it gets from 32GB of DDR4 3600 megatransfer memory either. Our 360mm AIO from Deepcool also ensures your CPU stays at reasonable temperatures regardless of the stress you put on it. For storage, we have 2 full terabytes of Gen 4x4 storage in the TeamGroup Cardea A440. Who said you had to choose between capacity and speed? Its DRAM cache allows for read speeds of up to 7,000 megabytes per second, and writes just behind that at 6,900 megabytes per second. For such a powerful machine, we included the 850-watt G6 from EVGA to ensure clean, consistent power to all of these high-end parts. I want to jump right in to show off how powerful this thing is with some AAA gaming benchmarks. Each of these titles is run with the game's pre-configured ultra settings with ray tracing disabled, super sampling turned off, as well as base clocks for both the CPU and GPU. Our frame rates are an average of 5 test passes per native resolution, and the on-screen example is chosen at random. Remember that you'll see much faster frame rates when using lower settings, and that you can look to these for what to expect when setting things to the absolute max. In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, we saw an average of 112 FPS at 1080p. We saw 95 frames per second on average at 1440p Ultra. And at native 4K, we saw exactly 65 FPS across all 5 of our test passes. Turning on AMD's FSR led to a staggering jump in performance, significantly over 100 frames on average. On to Cyberpunk. We saw 137 FPS average with ultra settings for our 1080p tests. At 1440p Ultra, Night City ran at an average of 92 frames per second. This game is the new Crysis. At 4K native, Cyberpunk ran at 46 FPS average. Using DLSS 2.0 brought our frames up to 110 FPS at 4K Ultra. That's the 3090's 328 tensor cores hard at work. Red Dead Redemption 2, we saw 135 FPS average at 1080p. At 1440p, we're still comfortably over 100 FPS, averaging 113 frames per second. Moving on to 4K native, we saw 77 FPS average. There might be some dips in unoptimized parts of the games, but 4K 60 should be no problem. Turning DLSS to performance mode gave an almost 50% uplift in performance at 4K to 115 FPS average. That just about does it for the Horizon Creator Edition. If you're looking for an uncompromising PC gaming experience, whether you're at 4K Ultra or ultra high refresh rates at 1080p and 1440p, the Horizon Creator Edition has you covered and will make you look good while you do it. When you're ready for yours, head on over to starforgesystems.com and be sure to swing by our streams every weekday at twitch.tv/OTKnetwork. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the Forge.